What's going on YouTube? It's Jared Rainey here again for another Rainey photo tutorial. Um, Before we get started, I want to give a special thanks to Jada B. I add her Instagram name on here. I appreciate you coming through for me and helping me, do another tutorial for the people. And I feel like she's a pretty good model. We got some pretty decent pics. So basically with this, we just went ahead and did like a basic headshot session or whatever. I do have some little behind the scenes videos, which I will attach it here some kind of way or later on. But this is my basic setup. I'm using two regular size soft boxes on the corner, you functioning as basically just a light up her face, and then I'm actually using like I think it's a 45-inch octobox. I'm basically using it as a background, and as you can see, it's just a basic 3 light setup. We are on a regular wall, and yeah, we just pretty much set it up from there. Just a few of some of the photos, just a few of the photos that we worked on. Something that we did. Mainly, we just tested the light in the first beginning, and we tested the light in the beginning, and yeah, this picture here you can actually see the full setup and how everything looked. And the carpet is a little dirty, but I'm in an apartment with roommates, so that's how that goes. So we're actually going to get into it. I've already pre-picked the ones that I liked, and yeah. So going through them, I do want to definitely do something that was more headshot related. So scroll through a few of these. I did like her positioning in this, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with one of these. As you can see, some of them I've already, kind of played around with, mess with, but I think I'm gonna actually go with. I'm gonna actually edit two on this one. Then this might be a two-part video, but I'm gonna actually start with this photo right here. You go ahead and hit reset. So with this photo, I actually turned off the front lights, and then I just kind of lit the entire thing with just the backlight. What I wound up doing was I set the octobox to like what about 1/16 power, I think. And then basically, we just kind of messed around with and played with the light until like it was just so bright that it eventually just kind of bounced back in her face, and we're just gonna go from there. So starting off, let's see. I always start off cropping first. So what I do is I kind of cut off the edges a little bit because you can see the soft, well, you can see the octobox, the corners of it, at the bottom. So I always crop that out first. So right now we're looking pretty good. Zoom in a little bit. Oh, for the as far as my settings and everything go, I was shooting with the Tamron 18 to 200 lens. It is a pretty it's a basic kit lens, but I didn't plan on getting anything printed or anything. Like I said, I was using strobe, so I wasn't too concerned about the sharpness or whatever. But I honestly feel like it came out pretty good. And it's just versatile. It lets me stand all the way at the back of the room, kind of play around and get the cropping and everything. My ISO was set at 200. I shot at 1/60th of a second, and my f-stop was at 7.1. I did adjust it just a little bit from the beginning of the shoot. I think I started off shooting at like f8, but then for this look right here, I went ahead and brought it down a little bit since I wasn't using any frontal light. So when I first did this, I originally had in mind of doing this in black and white. So I think I'm still gonna go with that look, but I don't know. I may like this look better. But anyway, just like all my other previous videos, I always start off with editing the blacks first because I love seeing that true color, the true blacks. It just makes it pop a little bit more. And then I do adjust the contrast just a tad. I don't want to do it too much because if I do, as you can see, she gets a little dark, which is it's not a bad look, but just for what I'm going for right now. Play around with this just a little bit. All right. I guess I go to my highlights next and just see what I like better. But you see, if I take it all the way, it kind of blows out some of the top part of her hair, but I actually kind of like it. Well, hold on, let me see. Yeah, okay. We'll adjust it just a little bit because I love that clean look. I'm definitely going to add some of these photos to my website, which is raineyphotos.com, which you can see right here. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I won't be getting El Capitan tonight. But yeah, these will definitely be on my raineyphotos.com. I'm definitely going to try to get this tutorial up tonight sometime because I have been behind, dealing with finals and everything, getting ready to graduate. But anyway, okay, so I've adjusted that, adjusted my blacks, play around with the whites just to see what it's going to do. Yeah, kind of like that, bring it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to actually come down here to my clarity. See, if you take it all the way, it just does way too much, and it just takes the glamour out of it. But if you do it too much that way, it the look is actually softer, which I kind of like. But as you can see when you zoom in, it just takes all the detail out of her face. So if I do decide to play with this clarity brush at all, if I do decide to play with this clarity, what I wind up doing is coming over here, making a custom brush, and then just softening up the edges while leaving this intact. Like I said, I did originally plan on turning this black and white, so I come over here to saturation just to see how it look, which is it's not a bad image. If I was definitely going with the black and white, then I would come back and adjust a few things, just like the contrast and stuff like that. But after looking at it for this long now, I actually kind of like this look. So I might actually come over here to vibrance and bump it up just a little bit, just to kind of bring back some of the colors that were originally lost because of the background blend blown out. Thankfully, as always, I shoot in raw, so I can pretty much, if I mess up, it's all good. I can just fix it in post. Come on down here to the shadows. I mess around with that a little bit because, like I said, I love just seeing those true blacks. I love seeing that really pop out. In my opinion, that's what really, really makes the photo, especially in print. Love seeing blacks. See what these highlights look like over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch these highlights. I don't like that look at all. And then that will be basically it. Shooting in raw, as you can see, it's already kind of pre-sharpened or whatever. I kind of like that look. So, overall, I'm happy with this look so far. So what I'm gonna go in now is go ahead and get my spot remover tool. Set it to the healing brush. Just go ahead and fix any imperfections that I may see. She's a gorgeous model, so she actually did her own makeup. Didn't have to really edit or do too much. Kind of making my job easy. Let's see, scroll down to the arms. Now I'm just being nitpicky, but just gonna remove just a few of these. Excuse me. Let's see what else you got. Looking at it from a distance, I actually kind of like it, but now what was that? Okay. So now what I'm gonna actually do is, I always put my little finishing touch on it. So I bring it in the image-on portraiture. Like I said, my previous videos is actually this software program saves a lot of time. It just pretty much makes my life easy. I don't have to go do all the frequency separation in Photoshop because, like I said, none of these photos are. Well, I doubt any of these photos are getting printed or anything like that. But even if it was getting printed, because I do have my own magazine, so even though I did decide to print, it still look good just like this. But if I know it was going to a billboard or something like that, I may go ahead and do some frequency separation in Photoshop and really use my tablet and zoom in and do things like that, just to make sure everything is completely perfect. But more than likely, this is just gonna go on her Instagram. She's gonna use it as a headshot, and if she does decide to print, it will look good for her portfolio as well as mine. So imagonic portraiture, all I'm doing is picking a lighter skin complexion, which is gonna cover that side, and I'll pick a darker skin complexion, which is gonna cover the other one, and then basically it's showing me what's gonna get smoothed out. Because she is a makeup artist and because of the way the light was adjusted, the skin was already pretty smooth anyway. But just go in and a little, just go in, clean it up just a little bit. And yeah, I'm kind of let that render out and just kind of see how it is. While we wait on that, wait, yeah, oh, never mind, it is done. So here would be the before. It barely did anything really, because like I said, her skin was already pretty smooth. But got a good little. That would be the finished product, I guess. Then I go back in again just to double check. As I can see right here on her arm, she does have just a couple more little bumps that we can get rid of really, really quick. Zoom out again, make sure everything is straight. If I wanted to, I could do something with this line up under her eye. See if we can get this side too. I actually don't mind it, but tutorial purposes, go ahead and clean it up just a little bit. Pick a good little point. Just remove a little bag under her eye. Now, I think I looked at it too long. I'm actually going to leave that there. Go ahead and delete that point because I don't like it. Yeah, I'm going to actually leave it just like that. Zoom in again, make sure there's not any flyaways or anything that I'm not going to like. And then, again, I come back because, after you use that program, it actually goes, it converts into like a to JPEG format. So I go back in and play with it just a little bit more, make sure those darks and everything, make sure everything's looking good, and yeah. So far, I like this. So I'm actually gonna save this. When I know I'm done with the photo, I either label it a 4 or a 5. Just let me know later on that this is the one I'm actually going to print or actually going to send. So I'm actually happy with that. The beautiful thing about Lightroom is, you got this beautiful copy and paste button. So when I'm doing like a shoot like this or something, oh, my iTunes opening. Ha. So when I'm doing a shoot like this, what really all I'm doing is editing one photo, and then I just come over here and hit copy everything, and then if she wanted a similar photo, or like, say, as you can see, I like this one, but say she like this one or whatever, I'll be cool with that. I just like, okay, I hit paste on it, and then go back and do the imagonic portraiture. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Imaginomic. Let me look at it real quick. Imaginomic portraiture. I think I said that right. But anyway, I would just go in there and do everything I just did again, and just convert the settings over. But I'm almost 100% sure she's gonna like this one. Let's see. So yeah, this will be 11-minute tutorial.